So it's been a while since we've been in the kitchen doing any of the cooking or like the healthier type of meals, but I wanted to touch back down because I finally made something that I've talked about in a couple of videos that was also different from what I normally make. So I have a pork tenderloin that I just had going in my Ninja Crispy. But before I even get into that, I do want to touch on a couple of things. A lot of people always are asking, how do I maintain my weight doing what I do? And I have a bunch of videos, most of you probably have seen, but just to kind of touch base on that. One, I am constantly working out. I work out 5 days a week lifting weights. I do cardio or activity 7 days a week, literally every day. Some form of cardio, whether that's low or high impact cardio, usually treadmill or my bike, which has become my weapon of choice in this case. But I've been on a cut since January. I started in January at 238 pounds. I am currently right now, I just weighed myself right before I made this video. I am 205.1 or 2 or 3. I'll put the overlay on the screen because I did take a video of myself stepping off the scale. So that's what I weigh right now. This is what I've been doing. My meals I have during the day, I try them out. And that is not the basis of my food. I constantly tell in a lot of my videos that I do give it away, which I do, to various people, which I've kind of touched on before. I won't get too into that. But my meals at night usually consist of lean protein and vegetables and vitamins. That is literally it. And that is the basis of my diet. So let me just get into this. I just pulled this. This is still kind of hot, but let me move this. This is my Ninja Crispy. I bought it a couple of months ago, and I bought it because I usually make single serving stuff. It's a really convenient air fryer to use. I shouldn't have to say this, but this is not an ad. I was not paid by Ninja. This was not given to me for free by Ninja. I bought this off Amazon with my own money. They don't even know I exist, but I do like their stuff. I actually have a Ninja Creamy back there. People are always asking about that. We'll do that in a different video, but with this, I talk about the pork tenderloin all the time. And I'm going to do this as I'm taking it out. I have some B-roll. This way it'll kind of make sense. I already have some vegetables I'm going to put in here, but this is a pork tenderloin that I made in my Ninja Crispy, and I talked about it in the video when I went shopping. Pork tenderloin, for people who do eat pork, is so underrated for how lean it is and how much it actually tastes good. A lot of these come seasoned. I'm just going to take this out so I can let it rest while I'm talking, but 130 calories per 4 ounces with 20 grams of protein, usually 3 to 5 grams of fat. I believe this one's 3.5. And with this, all I have to do, because it comes seasoned, is take it out of the package and literally put it into the Ninja Crispy. I put it on bake, which only has 4 settings: bake, air fry, max crisp, and recrisp. I put it on bake for an hour. You have to use it twice because it only goes 30 minutes. So you actually have to like adjust the timer again for whatever reason. And this is what comes out. This has been 60 minutes. And I'm just going to let this rest because it's still hot, almost like a steak. If you cut this too early, all the juices are going to go crazy and flowing out of this, and then you're really going to have a dry-ass piece of pork. So that is kind of the trick with pork tenderloin, similar to a lean cut of steak. But I'm not going to clean this right now because I have 2 bowls or 2 bags of this broccoli that I'm just going to throw in here. This is what this was made for, because it's kind of like one-pot cooking. There's no rip tab on this. But it was made to do things like this. But there is like a tray that you put in here so that a lot of the fat goes to the bottom. But I have 2 bags of frozen broccoli florets that will equal out to 100 calories per bag. So 200 calories right here. I do this pretty much every night with broccoli. I don't want this to go flying all over the place, so I'm trying to be careful. There we go. So I'll put these 2 in here, and then I'll just season these with lemon pepper. And that's all I'll do. I'll just stir these up. I don't want to put too much seasoning on here, but I did put enough already, so just going to stir it up to let these get incorporated in here. Sound like I'm doing a cooking show. But once I do that, I'm literally going to put this lid back on, press start, put it on the air fry mode for 10 minutes until those get roasted off. And I'm going to let this rest in the meantime. While that's resting, this will cook. We'll plate it up and we will have our meal. I've talked about this one a billion times, but I want to show it again. This is a SodaStream. I use this all the time. I already have 2 bottles filled. I have 5 of these in the fridge at all times. Water filter, this way they're cold. And I drink 1 with just straight up seltzer tonight. All you gotta do is pop this in. It says 3 to 5 bursts if you like yours like more fizzy. I like mine more fizzy, so I do 5 bursts. And then I'll have another one, which I will put Diet Coke mix in, or in this case it's Pepsi Zero, I believe. So you take this one out, and then all you have to do with this, there's a line in here, you just pour it to the line, and then drop it in, and you're done. So I have 2 bottles here that I'll drink throughout the night with the pork tenderloin, with the broccoli, and that's pretty much it. Let me let this cook, and then I'll be back when it's done. All right, so 10 minutes is up here, and I'm just gonna take this off, kind of show you what it looks like. This thing is hot as hell, but you can see it's got some little roasted edges on the top. That's what I'm looking for. I'm not looking to burn the broccoli, but I like those little roasted bits. I just think it tastes really good. In the meantime, I did take 1 cut to this just to show you what the inside looks like. I know people are probably looking at this going, oh, this is burnt as hell, but I'm just gonna show you what the inside looks like. So the inside, you can see the juice is still dripping out of that thing, but it's super juicy still. And the perfect cook on the inside, and that's what you're looking for. The bark won't be throughout the whole thing. It's just on the outside, but when you actually cut into this thing, perfect. That's what I'm looking for. So don't be afraid to let this on the outside get a little bit of a char on it, but that's, you know, a preference thing. That's what I like. You do whatever it is that makes you feel good about yourself. But you can see how easy this is to cut and how tender this is. You don't have to season anymore because, again, it's been sitting in that vacuum sealed bag marinating. So the taste is really there. So you can actually keep this in the same container, but what I usually do is, since I have 2 of these, is I'll just pour the broccoli out, just lay these over the top so that I just have 1 pot. And the beauty of this, these things are shatterproof. They are shockproof. You can throw this in cold water right away, or whatever it is that you do. But I just fill it up, hit it with some Dawn so that it doesn't get any grease and stick on there. And then I'll clean this after the video, and you'll be good to go. You can put this in the fridge, you can put this in the microwave, and they reheat perfectly every single time. I also bought like a silicone liner for mine so that nothing sticks to the outside. But what I'll also do sometimes with this, just to switch it up, different sauces, I got this G. Hughes. This is Polynesian dipping sauce. It's 10 calories for 2 tablespoons, so it doesn't matter. I use as much as hell as I want to. In this case, I'm not like crazy with weighing condiments unless they're like really heavy in calories, but I'll just take one of these. I already bit this one, but you already know what it looks like, just to show you again. And I'll just throw it in here like this. And just pick at this broccoli dish. Hell yeah. For the rest of the night. But it also has a lid. You just pop the lid on. Fridge. Reheat. Do whatever you want with it. But this is pretty much what I do every night with some sort of lean protein. And you do chicken breast, boneless, skinless thighs, ground chicken, whatever it is, egg whites, and broccoli. And you've got dinner. So I just wanted to show people the question is very valid. What is it that you do every single day? And this is it. This is the majority of what I fill up on as far as eating goes. Good, lean, quality protein. Vegetables I switch up. But I do love broccoli, spinach, kale, a lot of green vegetables. And then one of these. I really do wish SodaStream had Coca-Cola products, but I don't mind Pepsi either. And that's pretty much it. This is what I eat for the rest of the day. Keep it simple. Find good ways to switch up your proteins. Find ways to enjoy your vegetables. Find good condiments that aren't like ridiculous calories. You know, try to stick to something that's below 25 a serving. This is 10, but I'll also do like some 25s and stuff like that. And you're golden. Just make sure that you're consistent. Make sure that you are doing it day in and day out. And commit to whatever it is you're doing. Don't do something you can't live with. And enjoy the other stuff in moderation. I'm not telling anybody to do what I do, which is like every day. It's tough to put that food down. Completely understand that. But it can be done. It just takes discipline. And it takes you doing this every single day. Like I said, started at about 237, 238. And I'm down to 205. I'm pretty much maintaining at this point. So my calories are going back up, which is great. But I just wanted to show people that. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm going to finish editing. I'm going to edit this video while I enjoy this food. That's it.